Alright, hey, what's going on, people? This is the real King Tim 187, and I'm here to give you my deck profile on the Twilight Dragon deck for the new format from March 2012. This is like I said, this is my personal build up on it. If you got any opinions or anything to make it better or anything that you want to try out, just post a comment at the bottom. Alright, let's kick this off. First up, we got triple Yugiohs, for obvious reasons. Change number one for the new format, 2 luminous. Akaris, how you want to pronounce them, alongside with Garroth, Lila, Aaron, and of course Jane. And because of the amount of milling I'm going to be doing, I do run Trip Wolves. And of course the star of the show, Judgment Dragon. I do run 3 because, hey, this deck, it will go off, and when it goes off hard. Next up, for the dragon side of the house, the new guy, Divine Dragon Apocalypse, or Apocalypse. This guy is actually a beast. He can do so many different things, from bringing back Red Eyes Darkness Metal to freaking White Pulsar Dragon, and even JD. And I've done that a couple of times during doing some test matchups, bringing JD back to hand after milling off my top 3, getting those 4 light forms in the graveyard. Drop JD down, go ahead and blow up your field. Next up is Red Eyes Darkness Metal. What you're going to find out about this build in particular, I do not run Red Eyes Wearing, and that's only because as I've been doing some test duels out, he actually runs a lot slower in this build, so I took him out altogether. Another new guy, White Pulsar Dragon. He's the leader of our Chaos Engine in this particular deck. Whether he's coming out of the graveyard, milling cards out of your hand, to removing out of the graveyard, just like BLS and Chaos Sorcerer. Which brings me to BLS and Chaos Sorcerer, 2 of the trump cards of the deck. And as you can see, there are a lot of boss monsters in here, but hey, the deck runs pretty good, especially with all the milling. It plays out pretty well. And the reason why it plays so well is because you have Charge and Solar Recharge. It is an excellent engine in this deck, and it runs pretty well. Next up, because you're going to be milling a majority of your deck out, you want to have Pot of Avarice. And then I have the normal staples for me: Heavy Storm, 3 Misties, and of course Darkhold and Monster Reborn. Alright, the trap lineup is pretty simple. I only run 4 traps in this deck. First being Beckoning Light. I opted to go into Beckoning Light. Originally, I wasn't planning on playing with it at all. I was going to run Royal Decrees and be done on it. But because of the change in format, I decided, hey, I'm just going to stick with a small format on trap cards, and don't run the Royal Decrees. However, I will be side decking the Royal Decrees, but that's for another post. And then finally, I got Mirror Force and the 2 Torrentials. But that's my bid upon the Twilight Dragon deck, or Chaos Dragons, however you want to put it. From what I've done so far, play testing around with it, the deck runs pretty consistently. It does run pretty hard, pretty fast. If you don't control it, and it does take a little bit of forethought, especially when playing with light swarms, you can deck yourself out. But for the most part, it's a great build. I enjoyed it, and we'll see how it runs over the next couple of months in this format. If you got anything for me, go ahead and post a comment. If you like it, like it. If you dislike it, at least tell me why, and I'll be sure to post out some more videos for you. King Tim out.